Hello, welcome back. First recording session in a whole new location. Before anybody says anything, I am aware of the echo. I'm actually not sure how much it's coming through in the microphone, but there is definitely an echo in here. Haven't had time to do much of anything about it. Oh geez, I'm facing toward this room. That's scary. So last time I actually got 2 rooms done, which was very surprising. That's the first time that's happened on this level, and used a very unconventional solution here, but I was pretty happy with it, and it didn't feel too much out of character for what this hold usually asks me to do, but once I saw the actual solution I knew for sure that that was the way it was supposed to go. Anyway, this was also surprisingly simple and just like a lot of busy work. I guess that's a room for the optimizers. Anyway. So, this is a room I've never attempted. It looks distressingly similar to this, but it doesn't have a brain. So, must remove all tar stuff. Oh, really? I have to remove all of the tar stuff? That doesn't sound like any fun. Like, this is a large amount to clean up without even this crazy, like, pegboard pattern on the outside. How many do you suppose this is? 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's the same on each side. Okay, so that's 52. That's a lot of spaces. On the inside, 7 times 4, okay. What is that, 28? Yeah, okay, so 28 plus 12. I mean, 28 would keep me pretty busy on its own, so I guess certainly a high value thing to do would be to get rid of this as quick as I can. Also, obviously I'm going to need to be enclosed in tar here. However, now hang on, once again, these are unbrained. Since they're unbrained, oh yeah, I keep treating this as if they're brained and they're all gonna find their way to me. Okay, so hang on, so there's no way I can clear this just right up front, right? I'm safe here. I'm not safe to do this. I could make it that way though. This is actually fine right here. Let me just wait. Well, why would I? I don't want to kill. I want those to keep blocking stuff. Ah! Never mind, I forgot about the outer ring. Okay, so it's the obvious thing to come in here and try to clean this up. I'm not sure I want to do the obvious thing. How would I figure out? This echo is real distracting. I'm having a little bit of trouble thinking because of it, because I'm just thinking about how echoey I sound. I'll find a fix. I just don't have one yet. Okay, so another option, so I do need to face this way if I want to do this. This is an option to do something like that. That destroys more of the tar. I have no shelter from this outer ring, though. Because these are the same, I can't do the same sort of trick as I was doing there. That requires uneven edges. Like up, down, you know? So a lot of this feels like it's just going to be about angles of safety. And knowing when and how I can do any useful work. I mean, okay, let's try the slightly less obvious thing. I mean, that's obviously bad. Too many blueberries coming my way, can't do anything with it. Okay, so this is 5 wide. I can embed myself, certainly. What good would that do me? That just gets me into a worse situation than I am at the start, because now all of these have actually spawned. So, like, at the very start is the best time to be doing work. What work do I want to do? So how do I untangle this knot? Hey, there are walls there. And a checkpoint. That's incredibly suspicious. Let's walk over there. Why are you wall and not tar? Well, I can't... Okay, well, here's a way I can get there. Okay, I'm here. Why would you be walls? I mean, I can do stuff like that and that's safe, which is cool, I guess. Feels like that implies there's something magical I can do from this spot that I can't do elsewhere in the room. What could that be? How would this help me? Well, I mean, it's very protective. Attempting to do something like this will obviously get nowhere, right? That's going to grow behind me just like that, and very shortly erase my progress. What would constitute progress in a room like this? Like, how would I even measure? I need to make some measurable impact on... Yeah, like to kill a blob of tar like this while it's growing, again, is nasty enough without the pegboard on the outside. Well, see, that's not so much nasty, it's just a huge amount of work, but like, this looks like even more than a huge amount of work. This is a ridiculous amount of work. Should I go somewhere else? No, I want to understand what this is asking me to do. I have not reached that. Each of these rooms, almost all of them, have this initial phase that I'm in right now in this room, where I'm just probing at the room, just trying to figure out what it's about, how it even wants me to approach it. I don't see a path to the solution. As soon as I start to see a path to the solution, what the room is about will start to become clear. So I made the one good observation with this, but I don't know what it means yet. Why did I reset the room? I didn't have any reason to do that. Okay, so what is this specifically supposed to protect from? Let me try something dumb. Okay, I tried something dumb. It didn't get me anywhere realistically. Do I want tar babies to stop the growth somewhere, somehow? See, if I'm doing that, then that sort of gives me vibes of this super terrible room, except minus the brain part. Because, like, I could do something like this, and nobody makes it in here. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so they don't know how to parade this way. Only one comes. So I'd have to do some extra work to guide them into this space to keep it open. Okay. How much of a difference would it really make if I could get rid of this tar blob? I mean, it has to go someday. If I'm not operating on the inner part, then it doesn't make any difference, really. Idea. What if I took a strategy of nibbling away at this? Well, I mean, my work would just be undone before I've done anything of consequence. Yeah, see, this is the total of my work. Okay. That's certainly not useful. Alright, so let's see. To get ahead of growing tar, squish it against a wall. There are walls all around, but none along the ring except right here. Except for right here. So what if what I'm trying to do is, whoa. Okay, right, I had to do this a different way. So that's my start. Idea. What if I use a technique from here, right here? It didn't really do what I wanted. Let me do that differently. Let's see, I want some setup time. Well, that's annoying. You know what, I don't care. That's not bad. I like it. Okay. So why would I have to do that in that exact? Well, because that's a way to interrupt growth around the ring. So that's a stopper. Like that's a what's the word I'm looking for here? A seam. An end cap. There's a perfect word for this, but it's not coming to me. Oops. Right. I keep forgetting that I have to do this a different way. So let's see, what's the best? What if how far can I go? Let's go real far. Let's see, if I go 10, it takes me twice as long to go back, right? No, 3 times as long. Okay, so then let's go 7, that's the number I was trying to say. So if I go 7, oh. Ah, what am I doing? Ah! Fingers. Well, that landed me at 26, not 30. Okay, let's go 8. So 8 ticks on the clock. Left. Down, right, right. Down, left, left. Yeah, 3 moves south for each one that I made north. There we go, that's 30. Then this happens. Okay, so having opened it to that is why that's a problem. On the outer ring, that's not a problem, but the inner one is what's making this impossible, and that's because of, well, no, it's not just because of that. Like, it's much more because of this middle ring here. Okay, idea. So what if I did something like that? But I maintained this open space. Whoa. See, if I don't get up here, then what's the point? My space went away. Okay, so I don't have time for that. So, wait, how much could I... No, I just have to kill those, and... Man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try some different stuff. Poke, 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 poke. Just kind of doing random things that feel good now. I'm alive. That didn't really net me much gain. It made fewer tar babies spawn is mostly the result of what I did there. Not much beyond that. Okay. Stab. That's obviously not it. So I have a very dim understanding of what these are for. Right, okay, so let me put this into different words. If I were to just start right here, so to stab in there, then say, hey, I'm gonna go around the ring and clean up this tar, like this. Okay, so this has grown into that space that I just cleaned up, so it's growing behind me slowly as I go around, and by the time I got all the way around, if I could get a pattern that would let me do that, then this would have gone, you know, maybe up to there or so, depending on how slow my pattern was. Probably a lot farther. But if I do it here, then this back section can't grow back in. I won't have anything behind me that's encroaching, which means that I was definitely using it wrong when I was trying to do what I was doing a minute ago. While I'm going down here, is there a reason not to do this? Yes. Okay, that's a good one. So I need to use the discontinuity. That's still not the word I was looking for, and I still don't know what is. Okay, sure, I can do that. Doesn't feel like progress. Does not feel at all like progress to me. Like this is just going to regrow in no time. Unless I trim it all the way down to the inner ring, which is where all the problems are. Okay, so here's a weird idea. Weird ideas are very welcome right now. Alright. I need you two problem boys need to go away. And I guess that means you two. I want to be over here. Over here. Now, what the heck was I doing? In the time it took me to get here, I forgot what my plan was. Huh. I have no idea anymore. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. I don't think I'll have time to do what I wanted to do. No, not even close. Well, let's make time. Ugh. Good luck. This is... Alright, so I was trying to do... something like this, and have, like, a little bit of time with no babies. Why did I want that, though? What was I going to do with that time? Oh, I was going to use it to try and cut the inner part so that the the east would be clear. I just can't realistically do that quick enough. So how big is this? 25? Is that how you count that? Like, subtract first number from second number and add 1? Yeah, that's it. So 25. 25 means that if I were walking in a straight line, I could get there, but if I want to clear the rightmost 2 columns, then it takes, oh, well, these guys are in the way. Okay, let's just pretend that's not there. I do a lot of pretending in this hold, because I don't really have an option to do better than just pretending. Okay, so that's, what, 2 for 5? 2 spaces for 5 turns each time there. Now that I've cut this, it will grow back differently, so I can't continue patterns that I was doing. Okay, so this works both for and against me. In different ways depending on how I use it. This is basically full, which has no effect other than that it won't get any fuller than full. Okay, I'm getting nowhere. I could go try a different room and also get nowhere. I could try a different room and maybe not get nowhere. You know what? No, why would I do this? Why would I do this? Why would I do this? No. Not doing that to myself, right. Not ready to come back to that. I could try going here. I'm just not in the right headspace for that. Okay, so let's restart. Refocus efforts on maybe clearing this middle blob. It just seems so useless though, because this is a 12 spawner inside of a, how many was this? A 28 spawner. Oops. It just doesn't... Like, I have to clear it someday, but I don't think it really helps me solve the rest of the room to go and clear this out early. I mean, it might at some point when I was clearing this... Well, no. The only time this is helpful is if I'm facing away from it and everything else behind me is clear. So like if I had eliminated all of that tar, like cut out that entire section there, and I'm facing to the east, clearing this blob, then those are coming from behind and it's annoying. In every other case, if I'm clearing this, then things are coming from over there, like all these spawners, all these spawners. So I think I've decided. I understand one possible reason this is important. I understand this is unimportant other than just to do the final goal of the room, get this Tarstuff gate open. But clearing it early just does not seem helpful. But the problem is, like, I can't say that for sure because what's helpful depends on what I want to do, and I just don't know what I want to do here. Cut all the tar somehow. I haven't found anything that resembles a pattern that would let me do that sustainably. I mean, obviously this is an important spot. It's all the way on the other side of the room, though. But I haven't really gotten a particularly meaningful head start from doing what I did here. There we go. That's how you survive that arrangement. Oh, or not. No. Yeah. Ah. Ah. The only place I'm really safe is anywhere in this ring and in the very center of this box, if I don't disturb too much. That's actually hard to do. I can do this. So that's what that looks like. Okay. I have no reason to want to be here. Okay. I've tried that already. It just leads to this. Problem with this is it's so dynamic that I can't just, you know, sit back and think about a solution like I like to do with some other rooms. I just need to find a you know, I'm hitting a moving target here. I need to figure out how to what am I trying to say? I can't look at the pattern of the room as it's going to look like when I'm solving it has a lot of moving parts, and I can't just look at the static room geometry and understand what all of them are going to move into in a way that's going to let me get this done, I think. Are there any other, like, positions of interest? If I hadn't cut that specific one, well, no, I still wouldn't be safe because of those guys. Having to do that will never get anywhere. They replenish faster than I exterminate. I wish I understood anything here. I just don't. It's like, okay, let's go to the editor, plop down the biggest blob of tar, and make the maximum number of spawns you can get off of it. Technically, it's not quite the maximum, but it's close. And then just like, okay, I as a hold author have made this arrangement. Now I'm gonna play it like I'm a DROD player, see if it's possible, and if it is, then I'll just put it in my hold. And I mean, I'm not really criticizing Larry here, it's just like, that's what this feels like. Like, if I were designing a room, why am I talking about this? Because I don't know how else to approach any kind of thought about this. If I were designing a room, usually what I do is I start with a concept. I say, I want the player to do this action, and then I build a widget around that. Like, this is more just like, hey, here's an arrangement. How possible is this? What kind of actions would it take to get this done? Oh, okay, that's how the room goes? Alright, well, let's put it in the hold, and then players will have to go through the same process I did to figure out what's going on. Only I'm way more familiar with Tarstuff than Alex is, so he's gonna have way more trouble with this. I doubt Larry was thinking of me specifically when he was building this. I don't... What do I do? I mean, another problem here is this is just not my kind of room. Like, again, like I said, I like to see the entire static pattern of the room, understand the actions that I can take to untangle it. But with all these moving pieces, tar that goes away and affects the spawning spaces, tar mother that regrows the tar and reshapes just everything in the entire world, tar babies that move around not too chaotically, but like, and then you got these little every other wall arrangements here that just sort of change how they move. And then there's, you know, there's turn order, there's vertical preference. This is a very complicated game. Like, I guess this is just above my skill level. Like, what do I don't understand how to start here. And the thing is, as soon as I understand how to start, I don't think it's going to really be a big change from the start to the end. It's just like, once I get the start, the only thing between me and a solution is just a whole lot of busy work. Let's look again at these, because I haven't looked at them in a little while. And they're conspicuous enough that surely they're the key to getting a whole room done. In order to use them, I almost certainly want to make those cuts there. But now what? My instincts are telling me there's a lot of tar here you can clear by walking south and dragging your sword around it, across it. Although the timer is telling you this is not a good time to do that. Okay. But I've tried this. I mostly have tried it facing toward the outer ring. What if I try the inner ring? No, I've tried this too. Again, the replenishment rate is greater than the rate that I can kill them. So if I want to do this pattern, I would need a place to hide. So I know how to create a place to hide. You know, I learned about this back in Visitors Center. Oh boy, I'm really going to try and find this specific room. Yeah, this room. Oh, that was with mud. Yeah, that's right. Then I did it again with tar somewhere in here. I don't remember the room. Anyway, so if I have a corner to step around, I mean, I can have the tar grow, but see, there's no brain here. The thinking just doesn't work the same way. Because, like, I mean, there, I have shelter, basically. Yeah, okay. Without a brain, they don't know how to... Well, I've eliminated some tar. I mean, I made a huge, horrible mess of it. I mean, like, this is dumb, but, like... Can I do something with this? Oh, hey! There is a functional possible reason for this to fill up, because if it's not full, then there's overflow space for my tar growth blockers to flow into, which I don't want. See, as soon as I step here, I guess it would be, they'll start unblocking that space. Yeah, see, now you've opened up room for stuff to spawn. Okay. Well, I can do this, I guess. Just for something to do. And since this is 5 wide, I can make my way all the way around the ring. That's annoying. Got a pretty large number of tar babies I'd have to stab to get in there, so let's go another angle, maybe. That still opens up that same angle. Okay. So if I want that, I'll have to do this. Well... Okay, so it'd be probably better to do this? I mean... Yeah, okay, that got me there. So I want to stab that from that angle. Why do I want to do that? What's that going to do for me? I don't know. I'm just following my Smite Master's instincts. They led me to my death. My instincts aren't as good as Beethro's. This just doesn't really look like progress. A little bit of stable tar is gone, but it's just... How would I continue that? Okay, so how did I do that exactly? All I did was I cleared a little space, then I dragged my sword along it. Okay, well, could I if I'd continue that, well, the only reason this stays clogged up is because there are enough tar babies and tar walls that if I walk around the room... Oh... A picture has entered my head. Let's do that again. And let's do that again. Man, I gotta go all the way over here just to turn my sword. Oh, that's hard. Okay, this is silly. Wait, no, here's what I can do. I can wait for that, and then... Well, no, I still can't turn my sword around here. Okay, so turning sword is hard. I guess I can go all the way here. It's like I'm in a bomb maze here. Alright, so let's do this again. I'm going to start here. Destroy those. I've left a blob there, which is unfortunate, but you know what? I'm just going to have to deal with it. How far? Well, I can walk, like, all the way, actually. I can't quite clear out that 3x3 area. Well, hang on, hold on. There is a 3x3 area I can clear out. Hey, that's cool. I'm intrigued. Now, hold on. There's a way for this to work. Do I stand here? No, it's... How do I had a pattern that worked for... Oh, wait, yeah, this is, almost... You know what? This is fine. I can... No, it's not. This is unnecessary. So you remember how I learned this clear a 3x3 square, then stand near it, and that'll be a diagonal stepping place. In this room, then I learned that I can do it better like this. Let's do it better like that. So I'm using a pattern that I learned there. I've gone too far. Because I can't make it back now. Okay. So I can't make it all the way out to there. Let's try here. Well, that doesn't work, obviously. Is there anywhere that does? I guess this is the farthest east that I can cut that and not just die from it. I mean, nothing about that works. Okay. Well, I reduced some tar, but also this reclaimed some space from me. So I guess I'm just trying to do this again, basically. Like, repeat that process. I want it to be, what, here, was it? And then, how far do I go? 17? Not 17, 16? Is there any way that this mess can turn to my favor? This has reclaimed itself fully. This has reclaimed itself partially. When I do this... Okay, so, idea. Before I do that, Alright, so I have a pattern I can use. And it doesn't actually involve those things. However, before I do that, okay, so I'm going to sit here for a minute. How about if I do that first? I made a different pattern here, I guess that's fine. It's 16. That's still reclaimed its space because I'm just opening up way too much all at once here. Well, let's see if that changes, because this is a different pattern from this, but I'll be doing the same one up there. So let's see how that one looks. Nothing I'm doing here feels like it makes any sense. But I'm trying anyway. 16. Some space was reclaimed. Okay, so yeah, they're reclaiming space. Alright, let's see what happens if I get all the way around the ring like this. I want it to be actually here in this spot. Oops. 16. Reclaiming space. Didn't reclaim any more of this, did it? No. So that's good, at least. I mean, now I'm out of anywhere to do anything. Huh. Well, this is not how you get this room done. Okay, so I tried to understand this. I was not successful. I don't get what to do here, and like, it's even more so than this. I guess, again, these just are not the kinds of rooms that I'm good at solving, I guess. I don't understand how to, what techniques to apply. See, my toolbox does not have tools for this, to solve this problem. So, I just don't get it. Have I attempted every room on this level now? At least with some sort of cursory attempt. I'm not sure I really did anything in this room, but kind of, I guess? Okay. Huh. What are the rooms I think I can still solve? This maybe. This almost certainly. This with a bit of work. Don't know about that. Don't understand something here still. Haven't actually spent time thinking about it, but I have not somehow gained understanding without thinking about it. This I think I can do. Okay, so I should focus my efforts here, I guess. Alright, maybe next time I'll revisit this room, because again, I think I understand enough about this to solve it. It's just gonna take some dedicated work. Wish I could have, like, done something more useful here. I just don't understand this, and I don't know how to begin approaching it. Okay, well, sometimes that'll happen in a 9-brain hold. This is a 9-brain hold, right? I think that's what the difficulty was set to when it was first uploaded. And I don't disagree with that. This feels like a 9-brain level. Last level was like 8-ish. I can get 8 done, 9 is a problem. Okay, I'll see you next time to do this, I guess? Maybe? I hope.